How good people turn into monsters. Imagine a person you deeply admire, kind, honest, principled. Someone who stands up for justice, who offers a helping hand without ever asking for anything in return. Now imagine that same person, over time, becoming cold, deceitful, even cruel. How does such a transformation happen? How does light give way to darkness? Today, we will uncover the hidden psychological and philosophical forces that silently erode the goodness within people. Forces that work slowly, invisibly, until one day, the reflection staring back at them is unrecognizable. And most disturbing of all, this is not someone else's story. This is a danger that lives within all of us. The fragile line between good and evil. We like to believe that good and evil are separate, distinct categories. Good people are good, bad people are bad. Simple. Clean. Safe. But the truth, revealed by thinkers from ancient philosophers to modern psychologists, is far more unsettling. Goodness is not a permanent state, it is a fragile, living thing, constantly under siege. As Alexander Solzhenitsyn once said, the line separating good and evil passes not through states, nor between political parties, but right through every human heart. Every human heart. And that line can shift. Not in great leaps, but in quiet steps. Barely noticeable at first, until the distance between who we were and who we have become is too vast to bridge. Moral erosion, the death of integrity by 1,000 cuts. No one wakes up and decides to betray their values. Corruption begins with small compromises, a harmless lie to avoid trouble, a small injustice justified for the greater good, a moment of selfishness excused by exhaustion. Each decision seems minor. Each one barely moves the needle. But together, they begin a slow but steady erosion of the soul. This phenomenon is known as the slippery slope. Imagine standing at the top of a mountain, looking down a steep, icy path. At first, you step carefully. You think you're in control. But one wrong step leads to another, and before you know it, you're sliding uncontrollably toward the abyss. This is how good people begin to fall. Not through monstrous decisions. Through 1,000 tiny ones. The crushing weight of authority. In the 1960s, psychologist Stanley Milgram conducted a chilling experiment. Ordinary people were asked to administer what they thought were painful electric shocks to another person. They were encouraged, sometimes ordered, by an authority figure in a lab coat. Most participants obeyed. Even when they thought they were causing real harm. Even when they heard screams. They obeyed. Why? Because a voice of authority told them it was necessary. The truth revealed by Milgram, and by countless historical atrocities, is terrifying. Most people are capable of immense cruelty, not out of hatred, but out of obedience. The uniform. The title. The command. These things can override personal conscience in frightening ways. And it is not weakness. It is human nature. Groupthink, when us becomes good and them becomes evil. Another dark force emerges when individuals lose themselves in a group identity. Political parties. Religions. Nationalities. Social movements. When people become deeply attached to a group, the line between us and them grows sharper. The others are seen not just as different, but as dangerous. As wrong. As less than human. History is littered with unspeakable horrors committed by people who believed they were protecting their group, their faith, their nation, their ideology. They were defending what was right. They were fighting evil. They were committing atrocities, but saw themselves as heroes. Once the humanity of the other side is erased, anything becomes permissible. This is how genocides are born. This is how wars are waged. This is how neighbors turn against neighbors. And it starts with the belief, we are the good ones. They are the monsters. Self-justification, the silent killer of conscience. When a good person commits a questionable act, they do not think, I am doing evil. No, they tell themselves a story. They deserved it. I had no choice. This is for the greater good. This is self-justification, and it is one of the most powerful forces behind human evil. Leon Festinger's theory of cognitive dissonance explains it perfectly. When our actions clash with our beliefs, we experience painful mental discomfort. To avoid this discomfort, we do not usually change our actions. We change our beliefs. A person who sees themselves as honest can justify a lie. A person who sees themselves as compassionate can justify cruelty. Not by thinking they have become bad, but by convincing themselves that their actions are still good. And so the descent continues. Silently. Almost invisibly, the environment shapes the soul. The final and perhaps most terrifying truth is this. It's not just internal flaws that lead people into darkness. It's the environment around them. Psychologist Philip Zimbardo, in his study of the Stanford prison experiment, showed that even the kindest people can be turned into tyrants when placed in an environment that encourages cruelty. And today, our environments, political, social, digital, are often poisoned. Social media rewards outrage, division, and cruelty. Corporations reward ruthless ambition over compassion. Political movements glorify loyalty over honesty. In such environments, it is not surprising that even good people can change. The surprising thing is that anyone resists at all. Is there hope? If the forces around us are so powerful, if our own minds are so easily bent, is there any hope? The answer is yes, but only for those who are willing to fight. The fight is not against others. It is not against some distant evil. It is against ourselves. Against our own blindness. Against our own justifications. Against our own comfort. Because the truth is, it is easy to be good when it costs nothing. It is much harder to be good when it demands sacrifice, courage, and honesty. And that is the test that every human being must face. How to stay human in a broken world. Question your own actions ruthlessly. Do not trust yourself blindly. Hold your behavior up to the same standards you demand of others. Beware of the comfort of obedience. Challenge authority when necessary. Remember that morality is your responsibility, not someone else's. Protect your empathy fiercely. Never allow yourself to see another human being as less than you. Dehumanization is the first step toward destruction. Choose your environment carefully. Surround yourself with people and systems that demand your best, not your worst. Resist small compromises. If you yield in small things, you will yield in big ones. Integrity is built one choice at a time. The final truth. The real battlefield between good and evil is not in the streets, or in governments, or on social media. It is inside you. It is inside me. It is inside all of us. Every day, every choice, we are moving closer either to the person we admire, or to the monster we fear. And the difference is not fate. It is not destiny. It is not luck. It is choice. And that choice belongs to you. Every single day, create the reality of your dreams. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, I kindly ask that you subscribe to our channel and like the video. Share it so others can benefit from this message, and don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your reflections. Thank you again for watching and joining me. Take care, and see you soon.